Do you, deep down, believe that you alone bear the entire responsibility for the well-being of your cat, that graceful, often enigmatic creature that shares your home? What if I dared to suggest something that could fundamentally alter your established perspective, presenting the idea that your furry companion, even in absolute silence, wordlessly and tirelessly, performs countless significant acts for you day after day, most of which escape your everyday attention, remaining unseen testaments to their devotion? Cats, these amazing creatures, are by nature exceedingly modest and reserved in expressing their feelings. Yet their inner world is overflowing with hidden, barely perceptible gestures of boundless love, instinctive, almost maternal protection, and touching, all-encompassing care, which they skillfully veil behind their external aloofness and independence. In our in-depth conversation today, we intend to embark on a profound exploration into the amazing world of feline psychology and behavior to dissect exactly what astonishing and sometimes completely unexpected things your cat tirelessly does for you, while you might not even realize the scale of their contribution to your life and emotional balance. Are you ready to experience genuine amazement, to feel the familiar boundaries of perception expand, and to look at your soft-pawed friend, this little guardian of the hearth, with a renewed sense of gratitude and affection? If your mind is open to new discoveries and your heart is ready to embrace even more love for these unique creatures, then, without further ado, let's embark together on this exciting and informative journey along the uncharted paths of the feline soul and their secret influence on our existence. Undoubtedly one of the most obvious, but no less valuable gifts that a cat bestows upon us is their unwavering companionship and the unique comfort they bring to our home. Have you ever noticed with what astonishing intuition your cat appears right when you are relaxing after a stressful day or when your heart is shrouded in sadness and gloom? Cats are true virtuosos in the art of unobtrusive presence and silent support, even if it may seem that they are merely peacefully dozing, lost in their feline dreams. Their very physical presence in the same space as you can generate an almost tangible sense of coziness, tranquility, and deep inner security, creating an atmosphere in which anxieties recede and the soul finds peace. It's as if they possess a sixth sense, allowing them to unerringly detect the subtle undercurrents of your emotional state, accurately identifying those moments when you particularly need a bit of extra attention, warmth, and engagement. And often, without even realizing it, you receive from your purring pet a powerful charge of emotional support that helps you cope with life's adversities and feel less lonely in this vast world. Their warm body snuggled up to you, their quiet purring like a healing mantra. All these are small but such important elements of the large mosaic of your emotional comfort. Numerous scientific studies conducted in various corners of the globe convincingly demonstrate that regular interaction with cats has a beneficial effect on a person's psycho-emotional state, helping them to more effectively cope with feelings of isolation and loneliness, and as a result, making us a little happier and more cheerful. Like furry, four-legged psychotherapists, they are always nearby, ready at any moment to offer you not their strong shoulder, but their soft, warm paw, symbolizing their unwavering support and understanding. And cats also possess the amazing talent of lifting your mood even on the gloomiest and most joyless days. Their funny antics, unpredictable games, sometimes completely eccentric and strange behaviors. All this invariably evokes a sincere smile on your face and makes even the most difficult, stressful day a little lighter and brighter. They love to explore every corner of your home, make dizzying jumps, chase sunbeams, or fanciful toys with abandon, and sometimes just do something completely unexpected and hilarious. And all of this is ultimately aimed at making you smile, at filling your heart with joy. These seemingly insignificant, fleeting moments can have a very significant, positive impact on your overall emotional state, creating a positive mood and helping to distract you from everyday problems. So the next time your cat gently presses against you, looking into your eyes with silent adoration, or performs another funny somersault that makes it impossible to hold back laughter, remember, they are not just idly resting or carelessly having fun. They are purposefully giving you their priceless comfort, actively lifting your mood, and undoubtedly making your day significantly better and brighter. Appreciate and enjoy every such moment, because they contain all the depth of feline love and devotion. Did you know that simply stroking your cat, this simple action, can have a truly tangible effect on reducing your stress level? At the moment when your hand gently glides over their soft, silky fur, something almost magical happens, difficult to explain from the point of view of dry logic, but absolutely real in its sensations. And their purring, that quiet, lulling, rhythmic sound, emanating, it seems, from the very depths of their being, has a surprisingly calming effect on the nervous system, helping to achieve a state of deep relaxation and peace. Cats, these sensitive creatures, possess an amazing ability to subtly feel when you are in a state of increased tension, experiencing anxiety, or are worried. And very often, it is precisely in such difficult moments that they themselves, on their own initiative, approach you, seek to be near you, delicately offering their silent company. And you may not even notice how their presence and affection gradually remove a significant part of the accumulated emotional burden from you, dissolving the tension like a morning fog under the rays of the rising sun. However, this is far from a complete list of the beneficial effects that coexisting with these furry creatures has on us. There is compelling data indicating that living with a cat may be directly related to a lower risk of developing various cardiovascular diseases, which are one of the main causes of death in the modern world. The constant presence of a cat in the house helps to reduce the overall level of anxiety and chronic stress, and it is these factors that are recognized as some of the key triggers for the occurrence of problems with the heart and blood vessels. Some in-depth studies even suggest that the characteristic cat purring, thanks to its unique vibrational frequencies, can have a positive effect on stabilizing blood pressure. And although this is most likely not a direct cause and effect relationship, but a complex effect of various factors, nevertheless, the very fact of how multifaceted and positively cats can affect our physical health cannot but arouse sincere interest and admiration. So the next time you feel that the world around you is beginning to crumble, that problems are piling up like an unbearable burden, and your strength is running out, just allow yourself to sit next to your cat for a few minutes. Gently stroke them. Listen to their soothing purring. You will undoubtedly be pleasantly surprised by how this simple action can help you relax, feel much better, regain peace of mind, and even to some extent support the health of your heart. And are you aware that some cats possess an amazing, almost mystical ability to recognize impending or already existing health problems in their beloved owners? Although such a statement may seem completely unexpected and even fantastic at first glance, numerous testimonies and some scientific observations confirm that cats are extremely sensitive creatures, capable of capturing the slightest, barely noticeable changes occurring both in their environment and in the behavior and even physiology of people close to them. They can, with amazing accuracy, capture subtle changes in a person's body odor, in their usual posture, in the timbre of their voice, or even in the general emotional mood of their human, who for them is the center of the universe. There are numerous reliable cases registered when cats showed unusual anxiety or changed their behavior, thereby actually recognizing serious diseases such as, for example, diabetes, and with their persistent behavior warned their owners about critically low blood sugar levels, which made it possible to take the necessary measures in time. It is assumed that they are able to feel these changes by the specific smell of a person's sweat or breath, which changes under certain pathological conditions. Cats can also, with amazing insight, notice when you are physically unwell, when you are experiencing pain or some other discomfort, even if you are trying to hide it. At such moments, they usually come closer, begin to cuddle with special tenderness, may persistently rub against the sore spot, or even try to actively draw your attention to their unusual behavior if they feel that something is really wrong. This unique ability of theirs is truly a priceless gift of natural care and intuition, which we, unfortunately, too often do not notice or underestimate in the hustle and bustle of everyday life. So the next time your cat starts to behave somehow unusually, untypically for them, while being next to you, be sure to pay the closest attention to this. It is quite possible that in this way they are trying to delicately but persistently warn you about something really important concerning your well-being. Cats are not just cute, furry friends brightening up our loneliness. They can be real, devoted guardians of your health, little guardian angels on four paws. Did you realize that your domestic cat is not only a source of joy and delight, but also an excellent, tireless hunter who actively helps to keep your house clean and tidy, free from unwanted pests? Although it may seem that they are simply carefree playing, chasing a random fly or a sunbeam, in fact, at this very moment, they may be performing an extremely important task for the household, protecting your home from the invasion of mice, rats, and various annoying insects. Cats are born with a powerful, irresistible hunting instinct, which has been honed by evolution over thousands of years and which makes them incredibly effective and skillful at catching a variety of small animals that can cause a lot of trouble for humans. They are surprisingly fast, incredibly agile and nimble, possess a phenomenal hearing, capable of capturing the slightest rustle, and keen eyesight, allowing them to navigate perfectly even in low light conditions. All this makes them ideal, almost perfect hunters, created by nature itself. Even if you do not directly witness their hunting exploits, you can be sure that your cat constantly, day and night, carries out their important service, patrolling the territory of the house, carefully examining every secluded corner, thereby not giving the impudent pests a single chance to settle and multiply in your cozy nest. Moreover, it should be noted that the very presence of a cat in the house can have a powerful deterrent effect on potential uninvited guests. The characteristic smell and specific sounds made by a cat serve as an unambiguous and very convincing signal to mice, rats, and other small rodents and insects that this territory is unsafe, and they should stay as far away from it as possible. Thus, completely without your knowledge and any participation on your part, your furry pet diligently and selflessly works to ensure that your home always remains clean, hygienic, and safe from the encroachments of petty troublemakers. So the next time you see your cat chasing a passing insect with enthusiasm or exploring dark corners and nooks with a concentrated look, remember, they are not just having fun or satisfying their curiosity, they are conscientiously fulfilling their important mission, protecting your home and your peace. Have you ever realized that your domestic cat, this lover of comfort and long hours of sleep, can actually serve as a powerful stimulus and an inexhaustible source of motivation for you to lead a more active and mobile lifestyle? Although cats are certainly widely known for their boundless love for long and sweet sleep, sometimes spending most of the day in the arms of Morpheus, they also immensely adore playing, frolicking, and exploring the world around them. And it is this playful nature of theirs that can unobtrusively but effectively help you move more and keep yourself in good physical shape. Cats, especially young and healthy individuals, often exhibit a truly contagious, overwhelming energy that cannot but be transmitted to others. They enthusiastically love to run around the apartment, perform acrobatic jumps, climbing to the most unexpected heights, and selflessly hunt for a variety of toys. Whether it is a rustling ball, a feather teaser, or a complex interactive puzzle, active involvement in playing with your cat is a wonderful, effortless way to move a little, stretch out stiff muscles, and get a boost of energy, especially if your everyday life is associated with prolonged sitting in one place. Whether it's throwing a small ball that they will happily bring back, waving a special fishing rod with bait imitating prey, or simply a fun run around the house in a race, all these simple activities help you to be more physically active, even if you do not always fully realize it and do not perceive it as a targeted workout. In addition, such joint games are not only a useful physical load, but also an extremely fun, pleasant way to add some light physical activity to your everyday routine, which is often monotonous and predictable. This brings invaluable benefits not only to your cat, who needs regular physical and mental stimulation to maintain health and a good mood, but also to your own physical and mental well-being, helping to relieve stress and improve overall tone. So the next time your cat is full of irrepressible energy, playfully looking at you and persistently urging you to join in their fun, do not miss this wonderful opportunity to move a little with them. You can be sure that you will both only benefit from this interaction, receiving a charge of positive emotions and a dose of health. And here is a very curious fact that deserves special attention. Have you ever thought about the fact that cats, these mysterious and independent creatures, may possess an amazing ability to foresee the approach of natural disasters and cataclysms? This sounds like an exciting plot from a science fiction film or a mystical thriller, but around the world, there are a great many reliable reports and eyewitness accounts of how domestic cats began to behave. Extremely unusually and anxiously immediately before destructive earthquakes, devastating tsunamis, formidable volcanic eruptions, or powerful, all-sweeping hurricanes and severe storms. The manifestations of such anomalous behavior in them can be very diverse and individual. Some animals become extremely restless, begin to aimlessly rush around the house from corner to corner for no apparent reason, as if looking for a way out of an invisible trap. Others, on the contrary, instinctively seek shelter, hiding in the most unexpected and secluded places, such as deep closets, behind household appliances, under beds, or on high, inaccessible shelves where they feel relatively safe. There are also numerous documented cases when cats began to meow loudly, prolongedly, and persistently, making sounds completely atypical for them, desperately tried to break out of the house into the street, even if they had never shown such an aspiration before, or completely refused food and water despite hunger and thirst. And all these strange, puzzling changes in their behavior occurred sometime before any obvious signs of impending danger appeared to humans, when nothing yet foreshadowed trouble. How is such an amazing phenomenon possible, you ask? Currently, it is believed that cats, as well as many other representatives of the animal world, possess significantly sharper and more developed senses than humans, which allows them to perceive subtle signals from the environment that are inaccessible to our perception. They, for example, can capture subtle seismic vibrations in the Earth's crust, which precede strong earthquakes and which a person does not feel at all without special instruments. It is also assumed that they are able to feel the slightest changes in atmospheric pressure, which often occur before the onset of severe storms, hurricanes or gales, and even hear low-frequency sounds, infrasound, emitted by various natural phenomena, which are far beyond the range of human hearing. Although modern science is still actively studying this intriguing phenomenon, and so far there is no single comprehensive and universally accepted explanation for this phenomenon, many researchers and scientists recognize that the abnormal behavior of animals can indeed serve as a kind of early warning of impending natural disasters, giving people valuable time to prepare and evacuate. In some cultures, especially those that are closely connected with nature, observations of animal behavior for many centuries have been a traditional and quite reliable way to predict various natural disasters. A huge number of cat owners around the world are absolutely sure that their pets have repeatedly demonstrated clear signs that they felt the approach of something bad. And in some, especially dramatic cases, this unusual, alarming behavior of cats really saved human lives, warning people in time about the impending danger and allowing them to avoid tragic consequences. Sincerely surprised by how multifaceted and significant the contribution of your cat is to your everyday life. How many of their good deeds you may not even have realized until this moment. The next time your gaze falls on this graceful creature, peacefully dozing on your lap, or playfully chasing a sunbeam, try to remember all these amazing, sometimes completely incredible things that they do for you completely selflessly. Starting from the simple but so necessary comfort in moments of sadness and effective reduction of accumulated stress, and ending with an almost supernatural ability to recognize potential problems with your health. Your cat, without any exaggeration, is a real, albeit silent, unrecognized hero in your life. A little guardian angel with a fluffy tail. We sincerely hope that you enjoyed this dive into the world of feline secrets, and you learned with interest about the deep and multifaceted influence these amazing creatures have on our lives, making it richer, warmer, and safer. If you really liked our story today and it made you take a fresh look at your pet, please like it, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss other interesting materials. We would also be immensely grateful if you share this story with your friends, acquaintances, and all those who are also fond of cats, and thereby help us spread this positive and important information as widely as possible. And also, we would be incredibly interested to hear your own story. Be sure to write in the comments below about how your unique cat changes your life for the better. What actions of theirs cause you special pride or delight? Thank you so much for your precious attention and time spent watching. And until new exciting meetings on the vastness of our channel.